Okay. We're back up, but do have 0 viewers, but we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully that does not happen again. Okay. Okay, we are officially back on. Alright, so Captain Paul, casting Marcus. Yes, we're back.
And after that, I'm just passing.
Alright, untap. And draw.
On your upkeep, I'm going to put a counter on that clock.
See, I would have no problem switching over to OBS, but it's just like all of my settings are like done here in Streamlabs, and I'd have to like recreate all my scenes in OBS.
They made a way you can import the settings now.
Oh, can you? From...
I believe so.
Oh.
There you go. New Year's resolution for you.
Maybe they made that a
Forced
while ago.
return.
I have one
Tap 3.
New Year's resolution. To counter every single living death I see.
I'm gonna cast a Forensic Gadgeteer. One of my favorite cards from the year. 2/3 creature. Whenever I cast an artifact spell, I investigate, and then activate abilities of artifacts I control cost 1 less, but can't be reduced below 1. I will then go to combat. Ruby, do you have any flyers over there?
No flyers.
All right, Tamiyo is gonna swing on by in the air for 0. Say hello. Take some notes.
Take a 0.
Make a clue. She's just friendly. She's just saying hello, and I will pass.
Sorry, just making a post back to Twitter saying that the stream is live again. So Lemony is back. Yeah, so I have no idea what happened, Lemony. My Streamlabs crashed. So we're back and live. Hopefully we can get a few people back, but we're just gonna keep going. Forensic Gadgeteer came down, Tamiyo swung for 0, made another clue. So I'm untapping, upkeeping, and drawing.
Your upkeep, midnight clock.
Hell yeah. Is that the wonky Gadgeteer? Like the one with the wonky text?
It's the dossier.
Oh yeah, it is the wonky text one. Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm going to tap 1. I'm going to miss a land drop here. I'll tap 1, play Soul Ring.
Nah.
Good enough. What do you mean you missed this land drop?
He's ramping. Okay. We
Sick
know
him.
what the threat is.
Hang on, I'm thinking about still playing the same thing, but if I use this, add 2 red, use 1 red. No, it doesn't.
Don't think, just do. Do or do not. There is no try.
No brain, just do.
Just do. Just do it, bro. Mhm. There's no mana burn. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but I need to sacrifice my Mere Retriever to do the thing that I want to do.
That's fine.
Yeah, see, I'm already not liking that idea, so.
So if you want me to, tap 4, play Sneak Attack.
Oh boy.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. No, that worked out. What the heck was I doing wrong? Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1 red. Okay, 1 red. Sneak Attack in Phyrexian Triniform. So it is a 9/9 with Encore 12. When Phyrexian Triniform dies, create 3/3 colorless golems.
Yep.
And
Hey, Johan, this is the time for the force in your hand to come out.
yeah. I will send the Phyrexian Triniform. I'm gonna try and pressure the person who always hits me first with his 0/0 commander.
Hey, whoa!
I'm gonna send 9 over at Johan.
Oh, we're choosing violence tonight. I like it.
The deck I'm not playing blue in, we go big damage. 9 at Johan.
I take 9.
Okay. Go into my second main phase. I will sacrifice my Phyrexian Triniform to the Ashnod's altar, gaining 2 colorless mana. And I will then make my 3/3s. So I make 3 3/3s. I have 2 floating, so then I will Mountain Cycle Ruin Grinder. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're already doing way too much on your turn. I'm not liking it.
I'm gonna discard Ruin Grinder, go and grab any mountain. I think I've got some dual lands in here somewhere. Some 2-color lands, unless they're both out. I know my Blood Crypt's already out, so if we don't find one here in the next like 5 seconds, I'll just grab a basic. That's a land. I may not have another land of dual typings. There we go.
know.
Smoldering Marsh. 2 more
yeah.
basics. I have 0 basics, but I don't think I have anything else I can do in my hand. So I will just put out... I'm going to Mountain Cycle that, and then play that as my land for the turn. And then I will pass.
Hell yeah. I will untap to my upkeep. I will amass. This should say amass zombie 1, but it's an old printing, so doesn't say that, but it's amass zombie 1. So I'll put another 1/1 counter on my zombie army, and then I'll draw for turn. Ah, that actually changed my turn.
Oh, yeah, on your upkeep, I'll slap a counter on the clock.
Yes. I think I'm just going to start off by tapping 2 to play this Tiller Engine. When I land into the battlefield tapped under my control, I may choose one. Either untap that land or tap target non-permanent an opponent controls. I will now play this Bulgari Rod Farm
Nice.
as my land for turn, returning my Triumph to my hand. It would enter tap, but I'm going to choose to untap it with Tiller Engine. Then I will tap for 3. I'll cast Miku, Lost but Singing. So I may play 2 additional lands on each of my turns. I will replay my Triumph, untapped because of Tiller Engine. Then I think I'm gonna go to combat. And I think I'm just gonna swing this 2/2 Black Army Zombie at
2/2 army coming at me? I like it.
yeah, just a humble
like-
2/2.
I like me some amass action.
Then second main phase, I will tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice this army. I will draw a card. Since that is my second card for turn, I would like to deal 2 to Azor, and I will gain 2.
I will go to 38.
Oh yeah, you
And then-
will.
And then I will choose to not put a land onto the battlefield from Zimone and Dina, and pass.
Copy. I'll untap.
And it's definitely not that I don't have any lands.
On upkeep, I'll slap a counter. Draw. Go ahead and play another island. Like it. Alright. Alright, let's do blue plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Inexorable Tide. Whenever I cast a spell, I'll proliferate.
Ooh.
Hey, Tamiyo, you want to proliferate a little bit later on?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we
each other out
can
in that
work
regard.
something out. Yeah.
Seems
Yeah, we
like a
cool.
match
Cool.
made in heaven.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna tap a forest to play some jank here. Servant of the Scale. He comes in with a 1/1 counter on it, and then when Servant dies, I'll put X 1/1 counters on target creature I control, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Servant.
Hell yeah.
All right. Ruby,
Yes.
I'm gonna swing Marcus, your way. Vigilance, trample, 4/4.
That's completely fair, and I'll take the 4.
Alright, since he doesn't have a 1/1 counter on him, I'll put a 1/1 counter. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right. Tap. Draw. I will play a Forest Return.
The fireworks started, or we're getting invaded. One of the two.
Or both.
The best
Or both.
sneak attack.
Hey, you played sneak attack already.
I did play sneak attack.
Tap 2. And I'm gonna cast an Innkeeper's Talent.
I like it. I need that for this deck.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to pull this copy in foil, thankfully.
Oh yeah, midnight clock. Thank you for my loyal assistant to my left for reminding me. Shout out to Little Wing.
I will go to combat. I will choose to put a 1/1 counter on my signed Thrasios.
Why not Tamiyo?
Well, ideally, eventually she's gonna flip, so all those counters will be lost. Plus, I'm just looking to make clues with her right now. I'm not looking for chip damage, so.
But what if Tamiyo chose violence?
Yeah.
Look at her. You really think she's choosing violence?
You should
Absolutely.
rebuild Tamiyo to be a Voltron deck.
That would be nuts.
Tamiyo whatever Voltron
It
would be amazing.
Very unique.
So, assuming you don't have any flyers, I'm going to complete the cycle, Captain Poland, and the Lady of the Hour is going to swing by, say hello, make a clue.
Bro, why is she hitting me?
I mean, Tamiyo's
She's
not
not.
even really hitting you. She's
This
just kind
is-
of like floating past you.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
Dude.
flyby. She's coming by. She's taking
Dude,
notes.
we're both Simic. This is domestic right now.
What? No.
Domestic violence.
Civil war going on
I
over
don't
here.
like when mommy and daddy fight.
Hey, we're neighbors. We're Simic neighbors, and she's coming over, bringing some treats, saying hello. She's being
Oh,
a
yeah.
friendly neighbor.
Hey, Tamiyo, come on over, bring some cookies.
Am I
and
invited to
then-
the tea
so
party?
that's my combat.
That's gonna be Lemonie's next build, Tamiyo Voltron.
Voltron Tamiyo. Yeah.
I might.
I'm gonna pass there.
You have a suspicious amount of blue mana open.
Yes.
Draw a magical card.
On your
Okay.
upkeep
Yeah.
counter. Just for right here.
Okay, we're living rough because no land drop again. All right. Math time.
He's mathing.
Okay, that
This
works
is
out.
too early in the game to math.
I'm gonna sacrifice Mere Retriever to the Ashnod's altar. When I sacrifice Mere Retriever, I will return the Phyrexian Triniform to my hand. And I have 2 colorless mana. Sneak attack is putting a card onto the battlefield, so if Johan does have a counter spell, it won't get around it. So we'll try that.
Unless the counter is
What if?
activated.
What
unless
if?
he
What if he's
stifles.
got? Yeah.
Pay 1, put the Phyrexian Triniform out with sneak attack. Any responses?
Quick, Johan, Beast Within.
Either of you have a response?
I'm tapped out, bro.
I got no response for 1 mana.
I'm gonna tap 2.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna tap 1, and I'm gonna sack a clue. Draw a card.
Okay.
Oh, you got you there.
I'm gonna tap 1, sack a clue, draw a card.
Okay.
In response, then I will pass priority.
Okay. Phyrexian Triniform will land. And I want to make sure that I can do what I want to do, so I may have to wait. Because I need red for that. I need red black for my commander. Looks like I'll have to wait. Yeah, because I can't get around that. I need 2 and 3 because I don't have any freaking mana. All right, let's just go ahead. Tap for 2. I'm gonna play Skull Clamp. I will equip Skull Clamp to the Triniform. I will go to combat, and I'm gonna send Triniform at Captain Poland, and then I will send 1 3/3 Golem at each of you.
You're choosing violence, bro. I like it.
Oh yeah.
How much total?
Captain Poland at you is 13. Phyrexian Triniform is a 10/8, and then a 3/3 Golem.
Okay. The golem I'll block with Marcus, and then Triniform I'll take.
I would choose the 10 no blockers.
Yep. So one of
I
my
will block the
golems
golem coming at me with my 2/4 Thrasios.
Copy. So 1 golem is dead. Triniform hits. Second main phase. Okay. Now I'm going to sacrifice the Triniform to the altar to gain 2 colorless mana. When I do that, I'll draw 2 cards. Then I will play a land for the turn. Play Swamp. Thank God. Tap 2 here. Use my 2 that I had. Oh, sorry. And I also make 3 more 3/3s. I will then tap 2 here. Use the 2 that I had to summon my commander Chainer. Chainer allows me to discard a card, and then I can cast a creature from my graveyard once a turn, and then creatures that enter from anywhere other than my hand have haste.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and I have 1, 2, 2. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna discard Squee, Goblin Nabob, to give the Ruin Grinder the ability to be casted from my graveyard this turn. So then I have 2, 1 being red. So I need 4 more. I'll sacrifice my 2 tapped golems and cast the Ruin Grinder from my graveyard.
Yep.
So I will just replace with the drawn one. So they're untapped. And then I would also like to... I'll sacrifice one of the golems. And I will play Rakdos Signet.
Yep.
I've got a single card in hand, everyone, so...
Hell yeah.
Alright, that... I wish I could equip this Skull Clamp before I pass, but I have no more mana, and I don't want to sacrifice a golem just to equip Skull Clamp, so I'll pass.
I will untap. During my upkeep, I will take 1 and amass 1 again.
When you're up, you probably put a counter on the clock.
My
you're
gonna
Zodiac
draw-
has returned.
You're going to draw a fresh set there, Captain Poland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on his turn. And then I'll draw for turn 2. That's not what I want. I think we're gonna start off by playing a Land of War Waste. Then I will tap Triumph for blue. +2. I'll cast this Chasm Skulker. Whenever I draw a card, I put a 1/1 counter on Chasm Skulker. And when he dies, I put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk onto the battlefield. Where X is the number of 1/1 counters he has.
Yeah, Lemony in chat, you're noting how expensive Tamiyo is. She was expensive before, for sure, but then Faithless Looting got unbanned, and I guess there's some sort of Temur or Is It deck that, because Tamiyo's only green. Her color identity is green, but she doesn't have any like green abilities or anything. But her backside is green. So I think she's in like Is It decks that run Faithless Looting that can flip her on like turn 2. So when Faithless Looting got unbanned, her price went up to like $60.
It's still lower than when I bought it.
I think I'm just gonna pass with that.
It's about the same.
Yeah, I'll pass to Poland.
Copy. I'll untap. On my upkeep, the clock. It's 12.
Indeed it does.
I'm gonna shuffle my hand and my graveyard, which is non-existent, into my library, then draw first 7.
What are hand sizes right now? Obviously, Captain Poland's gonna have 7.
4.
6.
Copy.
Yeah. One,
Draw something that deals with Azor.
3, 4, 5. 6,
Bro, I have 2
7.
3/3s, a 7/4, and my commander. And
And-
one card in
and-
my hand.
And potentially 7 new cards at any given moment you please.
All right.
Yeah, but you could also have 7 new cards. It says, when Rune Grinder dies, each player may discard their hand and draw 7.
I mean, yeah, there's a reason why I played Chasm.
Draw for turn. Go ahead and play Reliquary Tower. My land. What you got over there? You know what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I'll pass.
Oh, man. You. Did you play a land for your turn? Or did
Yep,
you just
Reliquary Tower.
Oh, okay. Did you have 7 cards in hand?
Oh yeah.
How did you draw an extra card?
Do I skip my draw step? Or no?
8 midnight clock.
Yeah,
7 from midnight clock, and then the 8th
Yeah.
from draw step.
okay. Oh, so it's just when midnight clock triggers. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, at 12, it
At the
pops
beat,
itself.
yeah. Untap, upkeep. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so when you untap, upkeep, shuffle, draw 7, draw a card for
Yeah.
turn 8. Relic.
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right, Captain Poland. The bottom half of the table is just holding up mana, and it scares me.
Good.
Hey, don't disrespect my 2 lands.
2 non-blue lands, but removal
Hey, I'm
mana
black and
nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm black and green. I can do a lot in 2 mana.
Alright, I'm gonna play a Hinterland Harbor for turn. I'll enter untapped. So the Triniform is in your graveyard still, right?
He was sent to the underworld. Yes,
Alright, so you can bring him back with haste again.
hypothetically.
Because Chainer's out.
Yes. And there's a goblin in the graveyard too that will continue to be discarded further.
Mm-hmm.
Really
The
don't
only
like
reason why Squee is in the deck is because I can just constantly
Only reason
discard
why
him with
Squee
Chainer.
is in any decks.
I'm gonna tap for 3. I'm gonna try to apply some pressure here. I am going to cast a Spell Seeker.
Okay.
Basically, when it enters, I tutor for a instant or sorcery. Excuse me, an instant or sorcery. Mana value 2 or less. Put in the hand, then shuffle. I'm getting my mana drain.
Okay.
Wait, man, it's
Nice.
mana. Yep. I mean, I imagine that Trinity Force will not be cast from hand, though. I imagine it'd be sneak
Well, it's in the
attack.
graveyard, so
Well, yes, but return it. Oh, wait, no, he has to cast Retainer. He doesn't have
Yep,
return anymore.
Chainer specifically says cast. So casting from my graveyard, yes, obviously can be countered by the mana drain.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you still had a return to your hand and then...
there it is.
Ooh, that's nice. If you mana drain that, 9 mana
It's
extra.
mana.
Yeah.
That's true. The
a
Captain
lot of
Paul,
mana.
what
So
if
I'm gonna-
you mana drained the mana drain? You have 2 mana.
No, why would I do that?
That's exactly
Exactly.
it's trade-off.
So I hate to have to expose myself in this manner, but it is what it is.
Sometimes
So I will.
the best defense is an offense.
So that'll go to hand. Move to combat. My Simic brother. May I send Tamiyo over with some cookies again?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he really
Ruby.
has a choice.
Oh my goodness. Why? I apologize. I've been having issues all night with this stupid focus not wanting to exist.
My stream crashed earlier. We all have technical issues.
You
I don't
know,
get it. I have the same webcam you do, Azoreign.
it depends on what Tamiyo's wearing when
hates
she
me.
brings the cookies. What is Tamiyo wearing?
Her ceremonial dress, I guess.
Looks like a kimono.
If we told
Or
you
one of her
Captain
Sunday
Poland,
best kimonos.
this stream would be rated 18+.
No, she is a classy lady. All right, she's
Nah.
coming over.
Not when she's
With some
delivering
mochi.
cookies to Captain Poland.
She's. It's fine. It's not cookies. She's coming over with some mochi and some green tea in her nice
Sorry.
Sunday kimono.
Sorry, Tamiyo, I canceled my Netflix subscription.
Oh, actually, real quick, before going to combat, I can put a 1/1 counter on something. I'm gonna put one this time on my forensic gadgeteer.
And the
And
then-
Innkeeper's talent gives that thing with a counter ward 1.
Negative, not yet. I have
Yeah.
not
Oh, so you have to
leveled
upgrade
it
it.
up
Okay.
yet.
Yes, it has to be
Fine,
level
what are my
2.
counters? Anyways, so Gadgeteer gets a 1/1, and then through the blurriness, Tamiyo's coming over in her Sunday best kimono to say hello again. I will make a clue, and then I will pass turn
Okay.
and try to fix this blur once again.
Untap.
What you gonna do there, Azo?
I'm gonna draw my card. Interesting. Well. Oh, at the beginning of my upkeep, Squee will return to my hand.
Wee.
Interesting. I want to use the Ruin Grinder to attack. Because I don't care if he dies. Let's see.
What sneak attack value?
So red. 1. Well, obviously we're going to discard Squee.
Hmm.
Or maybe we're not. Hold up, I have an idea. No, wait, I don't have haste. Yeah, we're gonna discard Squee. I'll choose Mere Retriever.
Interesting.
I'll tap 2, and I will cast the Mere Retriever from my graveyard. Responses? Mr. Mana Drain?
What was that again?
When it dies, I return a creature from my graveyard to my hand. Or an artifact, sorry.
What's the spell called? Sorry.
Mere Retriever. It is on screen
Mere.
now if you are watching this stream. It's 2 mana. If you want a mana
Yeah,
drain.
return from graveyard to hand. Well, you still have to cast in the Trent form, correct? Right? You don't have something to cheat it out.
Sneak attack.
Yes, sneak attack. Don't worry, I have a way of preventing sneak attack. Sneak attack, if it comes to it.
Interesting.
The Simic pod has united.
They've united against
I
the
don't have
Rakdos
Simic open.
player.
I have Gruul open.
Yeah, so it's obviously some sort of disenchant.
Yeah.
Yes.
That resolves.
Okay, Mirror Retriever resolves. I will immediately sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to the Ashnod's
In
altar.
response to that, I will tap 2 to Assassin's Trophy, the sneak attack.
Okay, Assassin's Trophy on the stack.
Destroy, so destroy permanent, and you may search your library for a basic land and put it onto battlefield.
Okay, so then in response to the Assassin's Trophy on the stack, I'll just sacrifice Mirror Retriever.
Yep.
Gaining 2 colorless mana. I will return the Phyrexian Triniform to my hand. I will then pay a red, all still while this is on the stack, and just play the Phyrexian Triniform with Sneak Attack.
That's fair.
And sneak attack is activated, right?
Yes.
You know what?
On
Why
the
not?
stack.
Yeah, let's respond to that. Blue, green for Void Slime.
Void Slime. Pulling
Counter target
Very nice.
spell, activated ability, or triggered ability.
Okay, so now with the Sneak Attack on the stack, do I have a chance to respond to it and basically activate Sneak Attack a second time? Just like I did with the Ashnod's Altar? Because it just says, pay a red. You may put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield. So then if I just, in response, pay a red, and then just do it again.
Can't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you're forcing me to pay an extra mana, but I'm in response paying a red to activate Sneak Attack, and then just putting the Phyrexian Triniform out. Lemony in chat says yes, you can.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So baited out 2 removal spells, and I'll be getting an extra land, putting the Phyrexian Triniform out. And then that is all I can do on that front. Now Sneak Attack will be the
Destroyed.
first activation will be countered. Then it will be
Well, the first
destroyed.
activation would
Fizzle because
it's so. Well, no, it just says a creature. You don't actually have to declare the creature, so it wouldn't
Right.
fizzle
so
unless
sneak,
you have no cards in hand.
Sneak Attack is now destroyed, and I go and put a land onto the battlefield,
A basic.
but not tapped.
No, just onto the battlefield.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do a red. Where is any mountain? Shuffle. Man, this is what Lyonix must feel like. I doubt he's watching, but he knows who he is.
I should realistically probably just have done Assassin's Trophy at the end of Johan's
Yeah.
to make sure Sneak was gone.
Whoops. And I
You know
will
what?
cut
As
here.
I'll be right back. Apparently, I gotta go out and buy a stifle.
Gotta go buy a stifle.
What, Captain Pullen?
so I think your graveyard has to go.
My graveyard currently has Squee, Mirror Retriever, and Sneak Attack. I have no ways to get enchantments back. My deck is based around getting creatures back, but
And
Oh, God,
artifact.
I'm looking for something specific right now.
then
The
with
graveyard.
my last trick, I'll pay 3, and I'm gonna play Cursed Mirror. Cursed Mirror will enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield except it gains haste. So I'll
Yep.
make it a copy of Phyrexian Triniform.
Yep.
Or is there a better creature? Any of you have? I could make it a
Essence
copy
Welter.
of. Oh no, Marcus would just give counters to all my stuff. I mean, you all have creatures. Yeah, we'll just do the Triniform. Okay, so it is a hasty Triniform. I have 1 card in hand. I will go to combat. I'm going to swing. This is for, I mean, all 3 of you tried to deal with me, but Johan has a mana drain.
I didn't actually do anything.
Well,
I did nothing to you.
Cursed Mirror on the stack. Is this mana drain worthy?
I would have said so.
You can counter it. I haven't done anything else, so if you'd like to counter
I know. I would have said in response. I would have said the two best words in Magic.
Nah, he's trying to bait out the mana drain out of your hand.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
All right. 1 Triniform at Johan, 1 Triniform at Captain Poland, and then I'm going to send my Golems and the Ruin Grinder at Ruby.
None of those things have trample, right?
None of them have trample. The Ruin Grinder has Menace.
Oh. I guess I'll pull out one of the 3/3 golems with my zombie army.
Okay.
I'll throw my servant in front of the
Yep.
Triniform. When he dies, I'll put that 1 counter on Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a before combat or damage trick. It's not really a trick, but just waiting for blocks to be cleared.
I will block my Triniform with my Spellseeker.
Okay.
And then before damage is dealt, I will sack the zombie to Zimone and Dina
Sure.
to get the value of that, so I'll draw 1. I will choose to put a Sunken Hollow onto the battlefield. It would end to tap because I only have 1 basic, but I will choose to untap it with Tiller
Okay.
and take the 9.
No, I'm not sending. So it's 7, and then so you're blocking
7.
1.
Yeah, I block 1 of them, so it would be 10. 10.
Yeah. If you're not blocking Ruin Grinder, it's 7, and then the other one is 3. So yes, it'd be 10 total.
Yeah, I take the 10.
Second main phase time. I will go ahead, first order of business. I'm going to sacrifice Ruin Grinder to the Ashnod's altar. Now, when Ruin Grinder dies, each player may discard their hand and draw 7 cards. I will be doing that.
You know
I will
what?
choose to also do that.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, man. Hitting 3.
I'm keeping my hand.
I figured the mana drain. Okay. So I'm going to be...
I will discard Fierce Guardianship Island.
What?
Vigor is gonna get shuffled back into the library.
Jeez.
Forest, Walking Ballista. So this is going to graveyard. Vigor is gonna go.
I will be discarding a Torment of Hellfire, a Bloodghast, and a Exsanguinate Grenade.
I'm discarding Felden of the Third Path.
I will have a draw trigger though, because I am drawing my second card plus extra.
Sure. I'm taking
so
2.
I will do 2 to Azoreign, and I'll gain 2.
Yep.
And then I will also gain 7 counters on my Chasm Skulker, because I
Ooh.
drew 7 cards.
Yep.
Taking him up to 8 counters total.
So my only land this turn came off of the... Assassin's Trophy. And give me 1 second. I need a quick mom text message break. My mother just messaged me, and my mom is not a person that you keep waiting.
We're drawing 7 really quick, right?
Yes.
Yes, just draw 7. Well, I forgot that card was in this deck.
What card?
A card I drew.
If your card is part of some combo or whatnot, I would think I speak for everyone saying that we'd be fine if you put it into like exile or whatnot, and then draw a new card.
It's a combo, but it's not an infinite.
Okay.
I think. Need to do the math. Yeah, no, it's not infinite. I don't have infinite pieces right now. I don't run infinite in most of my decks, including this one.
Okay. All right. Then I'm good to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fresh hand. Sneak attack is gone. I have 2 mana.
I don't think it will cost an infinite at least. Not as far as I can remember.
I will play Castle Lochthwain. It's my land for the turn.
I know it would cost an infinite if I get a specific land. So I will put it to exile since it would actually trigger an infinite once I get a specific card in my deck. It is an intruder alarm.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, because I just remembered, no, I would be making... I have, as any good landfall deck, I have Field of the Dead will make a zombie each land drop. So as long as I hit land drops of Zimone and Dina, that would be infinite Zimone and Dina activations.
Yep. Oh man, alright. I know for a fact this is gonna this will get mana drain out if I try and do this.
Do it.
Sure. No.
Do it.
Do it.
No, because it will it is without question, this is a card in my hand that will 100% get mana drain.
Is it living death?
No. I have 2 creatures in my graveyard.
I don't care. You would pull something like that. Like, I'm gonna mill half of my library and then cast living death. That's what Lyonix would do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely something Azo would do.
I think what I'm just gonna do, I'll pay a black, play Black Market Connections. Is that mana drain worthy?
Nah, let him kill himself. With that.
Full set.
I'm just gonna assume that if I play something that Johan will respond in his due time. So then after that, I will
He wouldn't be sweating black market connections.
1. I'm not gonna get to draw extra cards off of Skull Clamp if I want to get both of these. Let's just do.
Put Skull Clamp on your commander and sack it.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
That's actually not even that good anyway. Alright, tap 1, equip Skull Clamp to the original Phyrexian Triniform that was sneak attacked in. I have to do this now. Sorry, I'm an artifact. Okay, that's fine. I will sacrifice the Phyrexian Triniform to the Ashnod's Altar and pay 1. I'll make 3 3/3s and I will draw 2 cards. I've paid the 1, so I will just go ahead and play Liberator Urza's Battlethopter with that 3 mana. So now I can cast colorless and artifact spells at flash speed.
Yep.
If Spell Table feels like displaying that. Alright, and then I have 3 3/3s, play to land. Okay. Good to go. I have nothing else to do. I will pass.
I would then.
Well, I guess, shoot. I was going to sacrifice the Cursed Mirror to make 3 more 3/3s, but I still don't have anything else to do. I'm just going to sacrifice it and then.
Yeah.
So
I
1.
Take 1 to and amass another zombie army. Then I will draw a turn, put a counter on my Chasm Skulker. I drew some interesting cards off of this. And now the question is, how much of a problem do I want to make myself this turn? So I can definitely make myself a problem. Okay, what are we gonna do if not be a problem?
Have you
That's
seen
right.
the board to your left? I don't think
yes.
it'll be much of a
I will-
problem right now.
I will tap 2 to Demonic Tutor.
Oh.
Any responses?
Nah.
If I've learned anything from the command zone is you don't counter the tutor, you counter what they tutor for.
I will go search my library for a card then. We see, I don't even think you normally you would do that, but hey, it's gonna be a little harder. So I'll grab this card, put it to my hand. Then I will play the card I grab for turn. It's gonna be my Field of Death.
Figures.
That is my 7th land with a different name, so I'll go ahead and make a 2/2 zombie. This, on the other hand, might just get mana drained. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2, I would like to attempt to cast a Sulaport Cutthroat. So
I
him
don't know
or
if you're
another friendly
exactly
creature.
Zulaport threat just yet. Even though that card is terrifying.
We'll see about that. I assume no
Oh.
responses.
Not from me.
I feel that it would have entered tap, but because of Tillerian, I'll have it be untapped instead. Alright, I will play my second land drop for turn because I have a Miku Lost Thingy. That's gonna be a Hinterland Harbor, so I'll make another 2/2 zombie. Enters battlefield untapped because I control a forest or an island. Then I activate my commander. I'll sacrifice this Chasm Skulker, creating 9 squids. That's also going to trigger my Sulaport, so everyone will lose one and I will gain one.
Okay. 35.
How much
That
we
is
getting hit
the
for?
Wrong thing.
Just one.
Just one. That was the wrong token. There, the squid one. So now I have 9 squids. I will draw a card. I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. I will choose not to. Then if I control 8 or more lands, I get to repeat this process. I control 9, so I will draw another card. And I will once again choose not to put a land onto battlefield. I'm actually 1 mana short. Me not hitting land drops off Zimone.
Is that your second spell this turn?
Yeah, no. I've only casted 1. I believe.
Oh, yeah, you just casted Demonic Tutor.
Oh no, I've
Everything else-
casted 2. Demonic
okay.
against Sulaport, so yes, I've casted 2.
I'm gonna lose 2 then, I assume.
Oh, that would it's not cast, it would be draw, but yes, that's my second draw, and it will lose 2, I gain 2.
And then you're choosing me as the target?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and lose the 2.
I already did, I'm at 33.
Well, I just want to end it here for now. Or do I want to continue going? Fuck it, I'm going to continue going. I will tap this Rot Farm for 2 mana. I'll cast Plumb the Forbidden. As an additional cost to casting this spell, I may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. And when I do, I get to copy this spell for each creature sacked.
Oh, man.
Any
Yeah,
responses?
so the thing about this is that it doesn't matter. So if Johan counters the
Oh yes, I will
original
still be
Plum,
sacking my things.
Yeah, you'll still be sacrificing them,
coming.
and you'll still be copying Plum the Forbidden. So you can sacrifice the original one.
I'm sacking 10 tokens.
Dang.
My 9 Krakens and my zombie army, which is gonna deal 10 to everyone.
Yep.
I would gain 10, but assuming the original Plum Forbidden stays, I will lose 11 and draw 11.
Nice.
Yeah, Plum the
I'll
Forbidden.
go down 1.
There was a Golgari Plum the Forbidden combo-y kind of deck in Standard once upon a time, and it was some of the most fun, like, Standard Magic, and it was all around, like, uncommons. So you, like, made a bunch of pests, and then you played Plum the Forbidden, and then you copied it a bunch of times, and then you had Sedgemoor Witch, which says whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, you make a 1/1 pest. So you would do a bunch of things to make a bunch of pests, then you play Plum the Forbidden, you sacrifice all of them, then there was a Zulaport effect in Standard that said when you gain 1 life, someone loses 1 life. So then
Many of them.
you would sacrifice 10 pests, you'd gain 10 life, they'd lose 10 life, then the Sedgemoor Witch would trigger, and then you'd make 10 more pests, and then you'd draw 11 cards, and then you would cast another Plum the Forbidden, and you could just kill someone that fast, and it was so much fun.
Now the problem is I did not hit the 1 land I was hoping to hit, if I remember correctly that it is in this deck. So I'm gonna be discarding a lot at the end of my turn, but I will start by casting my second additional land this turn, which is gonna be a Yavimaya. So now everyone has forests,
We all have forests.
which is great for me if I draw the card that cares about this. Then I'll tap 4, and I hate to do it in this order, but because of not drawing lands off of Zimone, I'll have to do it in this order. I will tap 4 to cast a Marin of Clan Niltoth. So whenever another creature I control dies, I get an experience counter. At the end of my at the beginning of my end step, I choose a creature from my graveyard. If I have equal or if the mana value is equal to or less than my experience counters, I return to the battlefield. Otherwise, it goes to hand.
Okay.
Currently, I have 0 experience counters. I will go to my end step. I will choose to return. What creature? I will choose to target. I had a bunch of land triggers this turn, so I would actually have a Bloodghast, which will give me no targets from my graveyard. So I will fail to target with Marin and pass.
Copy. But yes, Bloodghast is on landfall. So yes, you're correct. Bloodghast is out.
Yes, Bloodghast is which I will, if I remember that, swing with him, but it doesn't matter. It'll be sacrifice proof later.
No upkeep triggers, draw.
Oh yeah, Marin makes me a zombie. I've reached too many landfall triggers.
Let's tap Delighted Halfling for green. +1 from the tower. For Bursley Bill.
And I'll be discounting a bunch of lands to hand size.
Bursley William, how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You proliferate.
Yeah, proliferate. I'm gonna put a counter on.
At this point, I'm assuming you're gonna let Johan proliferate.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, we're both in a bad spot here, so.
Let's go ahead and play Rogue's Passage for my land for turn.
Oh boy.
I'll put a 1/1 counter on Bursley. Or do I want to put it on Marcus? Nah, I'll put it on Bursley. Let's tap. Island. Play Azoreign. Proliferate.
Me as well.
Sure. Go ahead.
I might get to return the favor on my turn. So.
Can I has proliferate?
No.
I don't have any counters.
Great experience counter I don't have.
He technically could proliferate your experience counters.
I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have any yet? Oh, that's right, because you have
I
to.
have not had a creature die.
Nothing's gone in the bin.
Yeah, I would have drawn a land so I could play Marin before them.
If someone could put some poison counters on Azoreign, I would proliferate those for him.
Yes,
I sadly don't run Infect.
You know what? Say why not? Let's do green +1, 2, 3 from the Azoreign. So double the number of 1 more counters on each creature I control from Bursley.
Very nice.
So I'll put 4 more counters on Marcus. For
See,
a
now
total
you
of
need
8.
that Innkeeper's talent that Johan's got over there.
Yeah, I do. And Bursley will be at... Yeah.
Big boys.
Okie dokie. I don't like Ezra's
Maybe I'm
board.
rid of both my damage.
Yeah, I'm assuming Marcus is coming over here.
No, but you got a lot of blockers over there. Even though he is trample, you could just throw all those columns in front of him. I'm not gonna risk that. I need a blocker.
I got rid of both my X spells with that whole.
Go ahead, Johan. Don't worry about Azoreign and his graveyard too much. I got some bangers for my next
In
turn.
your end step, I'm gonna pay 2, sack both of my remaining clues.
I unfortunately failed to find my
Untap
Juka bug.
and draw. All right. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to get out a tireless tracker. I will then play land for turn, be a Yavimaya Coast.
Hell yeah.
Which will have me investigate with my tireless tracker. This is a weird game. The way my hand is shaping, I'm not a fan of it. I'm going to pay 1 life. Actually, no. I'm gonna tap this one. So that can still give me blue. I'm gonna tap for a green, and I'm gonna cast Sylvan Tutor.
That's basically Worldly Tutor, but a different name.
Yeah, as a sorcery.
Oh yeah, I guess Worldly Tutor is instant speed. I mean, they do the same thing, but
Yeah, it's technically worse, but I'm gonna grab Urza. So he'll go on top of my library.
Nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your boy?
Right. Urza.
It's your favorite blue boy.
Yeah,
Azo?
but he's my favorite.
I know, I feel terrible. He arrived in the mail right as you rebuilt your Urza deck. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, now I feel scummy.
I'm not a stickler
Yeah.
about that.
I know, I
Legendary
still feel
creatures are
weird
good
though.
for a reason.
I still feel weird running other, like my friends' commanders in decks. But anyways, I will go to combat.
Yeah.
Captain Poland, do you mind if Tamiyo brings some more
Go ahead.
mochi?
Go
Alright,
ahead.
coming over some more mochi. I will make a second clue. I am sorry I was unable to return the favor this turn with the proliferation, Captain Poland, but hopefully next turn I should be able to. I have hit no ramp mana wise, and it's really hurting. Oh, I forgot. At combat, I will have gotten a counter, if you don't mind. If I still can get that trigger.
Yeah,
I will put
it's
it-
fine. I don't think it's a May ability, and it's a 1/1 counter. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the tireless tracker, and then that will be it for me.
You're making this difficult. Untap, upkeep. Squee
Playing
returns to my
responsibly.
hand. Draw. Black market connection. I'll lose 3 life. I'll draw an extra card and make a treasure. Okay. Okay. Johan, we have some business to do. Because I think you'll counter this spell. And what if I were to tell you that you shouldn't counter it?
Don't listen to him.
So I'll be honest. Right now, I'm kind of in a bind because you're just gonna keep bringing back a Triniform as much as you can and swinging at me for 9.
Well, I no longer have the
but
sneak
then-
attack, so I would have to pay 9 mana to get that back.
Fair. Right now, to be honest, Ruby is my biggest concern because being able to just chip away, like, this isn't a life gain deck. It's very hard for me to gain back the 20 life that I've already lost. So, yeah, I'm in a bit of a bind here. Let's just say that much.
Well, then let's see what you'll think about this, because I share that sentiment. 1, 2,
I am
3,
not a
4,
problem.
5, 6. Tap 6. We're just gonna slam it. Marionette Master.
That's a win con in your deck.
It only targets one player at a time.
It's still a win con in your
You can,
deck.
you can also choose to kill it if you can.
I have a distinct feeling that's just gonna kill me this turn.
We'll see if it resolves on the stack. I mean, it's a big, fat, juicy 6 mana for you, Johan, but
I would be very happy if it were to be countered. So I can continue doing land things.
If it were to not resolve, Ruby, is there any way that you could not target that damage at me? I'm assuming Zulaport is all opponents, right?
Unfortunately, everyone.
Zulaport is global, yes.
I tend to.
Do you have a way to get rid of him?
I can't sack him, yes, at instant speed. To my own.
If you get rid of Zulaport, I will mana drain it. I just can't keep losing
Well, he
huge
can sacrifice
swaths of life.
Zulaport to the Zimone and Dina.
I don't mind singing Zulaport to my Simondina.
It's just,
if
the global pain
Yeah,
damage is gonna kill me, and
I won't lie. The only reason why I play
If Marionette resolves, he can sack all of his golems. That would be what, 32 damage? If he puts 3/1 counters on it, yeah.
I won't lie.
No.
The reason I played Zulaport was to not take 16 from casting a huge plum.
oh, it's a good card. Like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you playing it. It's just my game is over if I don't get rid of these just sweeping damage cards.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of Zulaport if you mana drain that.
All right. Yep. You have my word.
Problem is, he's most likely just gonna recast it from the graveyard.
Yeah, he can easily kill 2 people on his turn if Marionette resolves. Between combat and...
See, I don't know if he has the mana to cast it again, though.
I have Ashnod's Altar in 5
He has
mana.
Oh, he's
Ashnod's
Ashnod's
Altar.
Altar.
Yeah.
Right.
So he will just recast it. But if it's not counted the first
I
round,
was gonna say, you're gonna force me to... So, here's the deal, Johan. You counter it, that's fine. But I'll recast it.
Yeah, you're just gonna kill me then.
If you don't counter it, I'm planning on killing Ruby. It's quite the bind. I understand.
I'm gonna lose here.
If anyone has any removal, removing Chainer would stop this.
I won't lie. I think I have a pretty decent shot at getting sort of close to killing as soonish.
All right. Well, so do we have a way of getting rid of Chainer?
I don't currently.
Okay, then I'm sorry I cannot take the deal because then he'll just shoot me.
I have.
In which case I'm 100% dead.
back.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
So Marionette Master resolves.
This means the Trinity returns this turn.
Well, I'm gonna discard Squee. I'll give Feldon Flash, or I'm gonna give Feldon the ability to be casted from my graveyard.
Yep.
I'll pay 3, and I'll cast Feldon from my graveyard, and Chainer will give him haste.
Yep. You have the other thing that will also give it haste too. Be anything not from hand.
I'm sorry, what
You
did
also
do?
have the thing that gives it haste from just not having been cast from hand.
Yeah, that's Chainer's ability.
Well, if you have another card, I believe.
Um,
What did we get rid of that enchantment?
Sneak Attack?
No, I thought you had a different one.
Nope, Chainer's the only one with that ability that I know of right now on my battlefield.
Hey, did you do your black market connection?
I did, I lost 3 life.
Oh.
So I'm gonna pay 1 from the Blood Crypt. I'll sacrifice a Golem. I'm gonna have Ruby lose... Oh, hang on. Fabricate 3. So Ruby, I'm gonna have you lose 4 life.
Yeah, I'll take them for.
I am activating Feldon's ability to tap him because he has haste. create a token that's a copy of target creature in my graveyard, except it's an artifact, and it gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the end step. That will obviously be the Triniform.
Yep.
Triniform. This is a token copy, so this is not the real Triniform. So we'll leave it in the whiteness.
She for sure has 2 people killed on his turn.
Absolutely, he most definitely kills 2 anyway this turn.
Yeah, easily.
I will sacrifice my treasure. Ruby, you're going to lose 4 more life.
Yep.
I'll sacrifice another golem. Ruby, you will lose 4 more life.
Yep.
And I'm going to play Professional Facebreaker.
Alright, we're over that now.
I don't think so.
You make sure you attack 3 of us if you get through. Oh, even if you attack me and Johan, you make 2 treasures, sack those, that's 8 damage. You sack your Triniform after combat, depending on what you're gonna smack with during combat.
Oh, and
You're gonna make 3 more golems. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say 2 more treasures. That's 11. 11 times 4. Yeah, I think you have it. Pretty close.
So,
Do I need to stop it?
Liberator has 1 counter. Because I casted spells that have greater power than he does.
Yeah.
I am going to attempt to move to combat.
Sure.
So, I heard Johan say, do you want me to try and stop it? So,
I mean, he's most likely killing the entire board if he gets away with this.
Can you end his turn right now?
I do not have time stop and excess mana, so
that'd
no.
be sick.
Yeah. I mean, even if you fog, he's still gonna kill at least 2 people. He's gonna leave you this little toy before he kills you on his next turn.
Well,
You know how he's gonna play with his food before he kills you?
If he played with his food, he'd leave me alive.
1, 2,
Oh,
3, 4,
I will
7.
tap, sack both my clues in response to going to combat.
so right
I will
now
get-
I have 48 damage.
I will put 2 counters on
Yes,
my
you
tireless
realistically
tracker
don't need
as
to
I
swing
sack the
anything at me.
clues.
You have 48 damage right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kill all 3 of us instant speed.
I will actually, one of you will live on 1.
You have 48 damage, right?
Yeah, 48.
And is that
And your
with
life
connection?
totals
Wait,
are...
37 total.
Oh,
47
actually,
total.
Yeah, you're right. That's
If there's 7, you have legal.
what is your spell, Johan?
Oh, I just sacked 2
He
clues.
sack treasures that was
I mean, I guess I don't even need to go to combat. I can just make sure to tie it up to 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it would be. Well, so here's the thing: is that I can't spread the damage evenly. It's 4, 4, 4. I can't do 2 and then 2 somewhere. So it would be.
Yeah, so you might actually not have it because of the
Yeah.
lag of being able to spread it. You might need combat damage to
So,
help you along
well,
the way.
I'll just go to combat. Liberator for 2 is going to go at Ruby. I'm going to send the Triniform and 2 golems over at Captain Poland, and then I'm going to send 3 golems at Johan. Four golems. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and I cannot play block
Yep.
Battle Thump.
I mean, I will block 1 golem and a Triniform with Marcus and Brisley. One of the golems will go through.
I'll block 3 of the golems, and then I have to take the 4th.
Yep. And so
For
then-
what, 3?
Yep. And then I'd make 3 treasures. The golem will die.
Triniform will die.
Yeah, what'd you say, Oleg?
Triniform will die and a golem will die.
Yep, Triniform and a golem dies, so then that's gonna be lethal on.
I think actually hold on. I kill the 3/3s.
Yes.
So I'll kill the 3 golems that I blocked while I'll die.
Okay, so that with the Triniform dead and the golem blocked from Captain Poland, that will kill Ruby. That's exactly 8. Then when the Triniform dies, I make 3 more golems. Then with these 3 golems dying, that's going to be 4, 8, 12. That'll go at Captain Poland to put him to 2. I just made 3 treasures, and then I can sacrifice 2,
We have the
4, 6. That's 4, 8, 12. That'll go at Johan. So put you down to 5. And
We
then
have
I need
3 treasures, 2 golems, and
Yeah.
battle tap. There you have it.
sack
there.
of treasure that kills Captain Poland.
And then
Yeah,
you have 2
and
left,
then-
2 sack.
Flash and Flesh Gorger just in case. Sack these 2 for 8 and kill Johan.
It was, no matter how you look at that, it was the right choice to kill me because I was gonna Final Revelation for X equals 10,
Yeah,
and I've gotten my entire graveyard back.
I was planning on killing. As mean as it sounds, I know you're new to stream. I appreciate you
Oh,
coming
no,
on,
please.
but I was like,
I
I'm looking at
was-
that.
You want
Yeah,
to see
no,
the bangers I had in my hand?
I want to see the bangers you had in your hand.
Alright. Island, forest, island, forest.
Hell yeah.
Oh no! So you should have taken me up on my ruin grinder.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking to Final Revelation into a Ramen Excavator and get lands. Well, Ramen Excavator first, get lands out of graveyard, then Final Rev for enough to get a huge Exsanguinate back.
To anyone still watching, this is just a PSA. Start playing Graveyard Hate because
Oh, there's graveyard in here. I didn't get to it.
I have a Bajuga bug somewhere. I was hoping to find it in 16 cards. I didn't. I did also have a Bastion of Remembrance in hand, which is why I was also fine with Tulipod going.
yeah,
That had a
I was
effect
figuring
to replace it.
since you were so okay, you're like, yeah, you know, I'll lose Zulaport. I was like, you know, we play with a person who loves playing black, and I'm like, that's a deal he'd make. Yeah, I'll lose
Yeah,
Zulaport. I'll lose it. Don't worry, don't
Bastion
worry.
instead.
Yeah, and then your turn comes around, and then you play something equally just as bad as Zulaport, and it's like, yeah, okay, all right, buddy.
My graveyard hate was half a deck away, so.
Well, we do
Damn.
have to talk about our 3 most impactful cards. If that's something that you guys want to do, we still have about 26 minutes until we bring in the new year, so we have a few minutes to talk about our new card, or our most impactful cards, and then we can end it, and then you all can watch the ball drop and kiss a baby or whatever it is you do on the new year. But as always,
Yeah.
we're gonna just go around in turn order. So we'll go Ruby, Captain Poland, Johan, and then since Chainer was the victor, I will take my victory lap and I will talk about my 3 cards, and then we will end it. So, but first of all, what you guys may be thinking, Ruby, I appreciate it that you joined, reached out in Omega server. It was really cool to have a new person on, get a fresh face, fresh perspective. Your deck played very well. I love Sultai is one of my favorite color combos. And I just love having a new face on the channel, so I appreciate you coming on.
I'm glad to be here.
I hope there'll maybe be a couple more games together in our future if you're feeling up for it.
Most definitely. With the break ending, it's gonna have to hopefully be planned around weekends, if anything, but
Gotcha.
if I have the time, definitely.
Sounds good. Well then, if you are ready, Ruby, you can go ahead and just talk about 3 cards you felt were most impactful for your game.
Well, to no one's surprise, naturally the Field of Dead, definitely with the zombie generation up towards the end for the quite big plum, did quite a lot in the very little time it was there.
Yes, the Plum
together
for
with
Forbid
the,
was sweet.
Together with my Sulapod and my, if I can find it, together with my Sulapod and my Chasm Skulker, definitely did a lot for me. Making me a lot of tokens that I could sacrifice into a Sulapod for huge damage all around the table. For more or less like unsurprised amount of damage, since I could get to pull it off all in one turn.
Yeah, I think like the combo where it's like you could sack the Chasm Skulker and then make a bunch of squids just to fuel your commander, especially with having Zulaport. Like if Plumb the Forbidden was casted then,
Exactly.
or like casted, managed to like get back Plumb the Forbidden, or finding different ways. Chasm Skulker is certainly good, but it's best when you can choose when to sacrifice it. So, and
Exactly.
us in this group, we have a lot of experience with cards such as Zulaport Cutthroat, and so it's always a scary card.
I will definitely say the deck would need potentially a lot more sack outlets for Zulaport to be more effective. Right now, the main sack outlet is just my commander, and then a few sack spells. But I don't have any inquisition about like really consistent ways of making sure to sack a lot of things in one go. It's mostly just my commander.
Well, again, Ruby, thanks for coming on. I always, it was cool. It's like when I initially saw this deck, I thought it was going to just be like true, like just Simic land overrun. It was kind of cool. You were doing like tokeny things. There was a bit of like the black life loss. I think that this deck was cool to see. Field of the Dead came out. Obviously, like that's a pretty big landfall staple, but I think your deck was diversified in a few different areas, which just made it fun to play against. So very cool.
I'm sad I didn't get to draw a specific card, but one of my main combos in this deck is naturally the Field of Dead, but into also a Curse of the Relentless Dead on myself. To really produce zombies for my commander to fully like use. Either to just swing a large army or find more lands for more Relentless and Field of Dead triggers.
Well, with that being said, we are going to move on to our next person in turn order. So Captain Fulham will give you a chance to talk about your 3 cards, and I also see that you have a Run Graveyard Hate, which I support. Decks should at least have at least one form of Graveyard Hate, so that way graveyard decks don't just pop off.
I have 2 or 3 in here. Man, I wish I had one of them. Anyways, didn't really get to do too much, but Midnight Clock gave me a nice fresh hand. Bristly Bill, I got to double my counters one time. My plan, but if your board wasn't such BS, was to double Marcus and then kill you with commander damage with Rogue's Passage in next turn, but maybe next time we'll get that far. And Inexorable Tide, I like that card. Yeah, it's 5 mana, but it's always nice for casting anything.
I mean, in Simic Ramp, 5 mana is nothing. I think Inexorable Tide, especially when your entire team has a bunch of counters on it, Inexorable Tide is game ending. You just chain together a few spells, all your creatures, like at that point it just becomes like a Cathar's Crusade, which is also 5 mana. You just spell. Okay, everything's getting +6/+6, can't be blocked, I'm drawing cards, they all trample. Like, yeah, Inexorable Tide's great.
Other than that, yeah, it was a pretty good playtest for the deck.
Yeah, for sure. I would have liked to see a little bit more of like a go wide, but I think, and I don't think Marcus attacked once, but I really, like, I'm looking at the card. He has Vigilance. He has Trample. And so he's got 2 great keywords. So you're wanting to pump him up. He's got the keywords that could just, he's a solid blocker, and he can overrun smaller creatures, so you can't chump Marcus. And then when he's going to deal damage, he fuels you. He draws you a card, or he puts a counter on things. Like, to be honest, I actually think that this is a very well-designed Magic card. I'm excited to see what you do with it in the future.
You just had way too many blockers. I was not taking a risk.
Yeah, I think Marcus coming out on turn 4, and then attacking on turn 5 is going to be the key here. You're going to want to go after the player with the lowest toughness, so that way Marcus can make sure to get through, and you can start drawing extra cards. And then when you go wide and you have 10 creatures with counters on them, you draw 10 cards, like, whenever a creature, so it will count for each creature. It's like that's just going to be icing on the cake for this deck. But our last opponent of the night, Johan, your 3 most impactful cards.
Yeah, a little hard to choose. Deck didn't really do anything, but I guess Innkeeper's Talent was my first choice. I had it in my opening hand. And long term, it could be pretty good, mostly just for some protection. And I have 2 creatures with Evolve in the deck, but it's not really a creature-based deck, so it can be difficult to start putting counters on them. So this is a good way of getting it going. Fortunately, it never went anywhere. But next up, Forensic Gadgeteer. Oh shoot, you can't see it because the Blur City. Something I'm gonna try to do in the new year is get a new webcam because this one is terrible apparently. Anyways, even though it's the same one that you have, Azoreign. But anyways, Forensic Gadgeteer. I love this card. It's my favorite card for murders. One of my favorite cards of the year. I run it in this and another deck. It's just so versatile. But mostly really in this deck, it makes you clues on artifacts, which I don't run a ton, but mainly just to be able to draw a card for 1 mana off the clues is huge. Especially if I get my Urza or my Jaheira out, which then makes clues tap for mana. If this is out, I can tap a clue and it pays to sack itself. So, last but not least, Spellseeker. This card is great. It can get so many good things. Usually it's my mana drain or my Psych Rift. I didn't end up casting the mana drain. I probably should have at some point, but it posed a threat because as frustrating it is to kind of have it known I have that in hand, it can also be a bit of a tool because people try to bait it, but then they kind of know, well, if I played this spell, it's for sure going to get countered or this or that. So those are pretty much the only cards I played with any value this game. So those are my 3.
Well, I just want to say before I end the stream and talk about my 3 cards, I appreciate all of you guys coming on. I hope you had fun. I know I've seen Tamiyo do some insane things. Again, Ruby, appreciate you coming on, and Captain Poland, excited to see where Marcus goes. I know that this is a completely new deck, and sometimes new decks don't tend to show up on their first game, so I'm hoping that you stick with it, and I think Marcus is a great commander, to be honest. So
I should have played Mag that time.
He definitely has potential.
With that being said, my 3 cards, real quick. First is going to be Sneak Attack. Obviously, this is what allowed me to. I played Sneak Attack, and I sneak attacked in the Triniform very early. Was able to use the Mirror Retriever to get it back to my hand to then just sneak attack it again, and then I played it again, and then used Cursed Mirror, and then I used Felden, and then so I'd only, without saying, the next card is going to be the Phyrexian Triniform. This comboed with the Ashnod's Altar just gave me so much mana. I had so many blockers, I had so many things to attack with. So the Triniform was just able to, come out, sacrifice 3, bring back, sacrifice 3 more, and then I, made a token with Feld and made a copy with the Cursed Mirror. So it was just, this card was abused all night. And the last card is not going to be Marionette Master because that would be too easy. I'm going to go with Ruin Grinder because the only reason I was able to do what I did, I had a single card in hand. It was Felden, and I was just going to be top decking, and I was able to sacrifice the Ruin Grinder, discard Felden, which I can recast from my graveyard, and then I drew a fresh 7, which drew me the Marionette Master, a few extra lands, and basically sacrificing this at the right time, it kind of made Johan make the choice of, do I want to discard Mana Drain but refill my hand, or do I want to keep my control, but everybody knows it. Captain Poland obviously chose to refill his hand, and Ruby chose to refill their hand. But with the Chasm Skulker out, there was a little bit of an oversight by me. The Chasm Skulker got really big, but I needed to do it because my deck being the only non-blue deck, sometimes we have to find ways to draw cards in non-conventional ways. And I like that Ruin Grinder says, discard your hand, so if I have creatures, I don't care if they're discarded, or if I have nothing and I'm hellbent, I just draw 7 cards. And it's just to go a little bit more gushing about this card. It's 6 mana, it's really expensive, but I love that it can be mountain cycled. So this card is basically an extra land early, and then late game I can replay it, and then it refills my hand. So this card serves 3 purposes. It searches for a mountain, comes back as a creature, can attack and block, and it refills my hand. This card, one of my favorites in the deck. Very underrated card because of how expensive it is mana-wise. But enough gushing, enough talking. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys, my guests, for playing. I look forward to playing with you all again.
Definitely.
And with that being said, if anyone has any last words, say them now. If any.
When in doubt, focus Azor.
Oh no.
Yep. Good riddance 2024. I'm glad you're over and dead. And I hope 2025 is better.
Maybe 2025 will come with less graveyard decks.
Oh, I'm not even
no.
talking about that. Just in general. Goodbye, 2024. You will not be missed. And 2025, let's hope you can fill the very small shoes 2024 is leaving behind.
All right. Well, I think, let's see, Lemony in chat will have something terrifying next time you're on stream, I'm sure, Lemony. All right. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for 2,000 subs. We are on. Our next goal is 3,000. So please, if you like the content, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Again, let's not follow. Subscribe for more. I appreciate you. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.